For hundreds of years, people have left Ireland's shores to build a better life abroad. And no matter where in the world they land, they always make their mark. This series celebrates the delightfully diverse adventures of the Irish in exile, as it brings home the stories of our Emigration Nation. In this episode, we head to the tropical climes of the Caribbean, where Irish music is cruising the high seas. And in Barbados, Cork woman Anna Hosford has made herself at home and is helping people make babies. On a small Caribbean island, thousands of miles from home, Anna Hosford from Cork is busy helping family dreams come true in Barbados' first and only fertility clinic. She took the plunge 12 years ago, encouraged by a Barbadian friend she met in Ireland. And the location, of course.
There was no fertility provider here, and really it was Barbados. And, I said I'd come for a year and help start it up, and I just never left. So it's hard to leave Barbados when you come. I always say to patients, you can look out and see my view, but I'm actually sitting like this and like this most of the day rather than, just gazing out. However, if I feel like I need a moment at any stage, I can always see the sea. So year after year, I said, well, I'll go next year, and then I'll go next year, and before you know it, you have your own life. And I have a 6.5, almost 7-year-old daughter who is wonderful, but is Barbadian.
Anna runs the clinic with her friend, Dr. Juliet Skinner. A local doctor maybe, but after 11 years in Ireland, she's more than a little bit Irish.
I'm Barbadian by birth. My parents were also Barbadian by birth. It's my grandparents' level that came from England and Scotland. So I grew up here, I did A-levels, and after A-levels then I was looking to go to medical school and university, and one of my parents' friends had gone to Trinity, and that was the initial connection, and the minute I got that letter from Trinity, it was immediately where I wanted to go. And so in all, I was actually there for 11 years. Ireland and myself got on very well. On returning to Barbados, I think I was very aware that there were some services in Barbados that were very good, but one of the things that was lacking was fertility treatment options. And so the model that was then developed was that it was going to be medical tourism and that people would come to us from other places.
Cheryl is originally from the Caribbean. She's in Barbados having fertility treatment. This is her 4th trip to Barbados from her home in England for IVF.
I live in the UK, and coming over here to get IVF is 2 things. It's cheaper, and it's a holiday in paradise. So you can come out here, have your treatment, but have a holiday in the meantime. It is a very stressful time. The cost of IVF is very expensive. Your medication, everything's expensive. So that's an added burden that you may have. You worry, will it work? Will it not work?
So this picture is of our very first IVF baby. He was born on Sarah Lean's birthday, and Sarah Lean is our oldest and dearest trusted member of staff, so we can never forget, united on that. He was born on the 8th of October, 2003. And this is his picture here. He's now a teenager almost. We all know the stories about people who were trying, and then when they went for adoption, they got pregnant naturally. It's because their stress levels go down. I mean, the amount of people who've said to us that their family said, oh, we told you all you needed to do was go on a holiday and you'd get pregnant, because they said they were going to Barbados on a holiday, but of course they came for IVF, but they didn't tell anybody, and then they get a positive test, and everybody's got a bit of advice for somebody who's trying for a baby, right? So, and take a holiday is normally the first one. So it works well,
Anna's on her way to visit a former patient who lives across the island. She likes to keep in touch with the clinic's growing brood of IVF babies.
So we're on our way now to visit a patient of ours, Jacqueline. She has a boy who's 5 from IVF at our clinic. He's almost 6. She was in her early 40s when she came to us. She had more of a chance of not getting pregnant and not getting her baby than she had of getting her baby. 85% of her age group would probably not have got pregnant. It's hard to put it into words, I have to tell you. No matter how long you're working in the fertility world, getting to see the babies is magical, and it never gets old.
And this is... Say hello.
Hello.
And what's your name?
Rain.
This is Rain Hendry Lane. who was born on the 10th of March 2010.
Do I have a high five?
Right? High five for Anna.
Too fast.
So this is our pride and joy.
Hey, hello everyone.
So this is Daddy Reynolds.
Yes.
And I say we have a lot to be grateful to Anna for and the clinic for helping us get this little man. Well, I think as women we just always expect me to have babies whenever we choose. Most of us start off probably thinking the same way, but then everybody is so very different. We went through a whole barrage of tests because, say, we just expected to be able to get pregnant once we got married, and it didn't happen. And literally by luck and chance, I saw the fertility clinic advertised on the website, on the internet. And basically we started from there. And just about 9 months later, we had an exactly 8 pound little boy. We took him into the clinic, and his first day of school with his uniform on and his smile, and just to show them what they'd helped us produce.
Back at the clinic, it's a big day for Cheryl. She's having her embryos implanted. If this works, she'll be going home pregnant.
I've been here 3 times before, 2 fill cycles before, but maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment, but my punishment worked off. I've got a beautiful 27-month-old, and she is nothing like hearing her saying, "Mommy, are you happy? Mommy, should I comb your hair?" The money that I would have spent for the 2 fill cycles and even the one that worked is nothing in comparison. I'm very happy with her. She's asking for a brother. So let's hope I take back brothers for her. And yeah, I love her. That's her when she was just born. Next is weight. So I'm just going to continue to relax, positive thinking, positive vibes, positive people around me, and wait for 2 weeks.
Cheryl's patience paid off. Soon after arriving back home to England, she found out she was pregnant.